Okay, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We have to... Still looking for clues to what's going on here, what's going on with this tragedy, and... all that nonsense. Ooh, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? That's still closed off. Oh, I think this is open now. Oh. No, I should ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. Keeps glancing at me. Wonder why. And it's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do it either. Okay, fine. What do you want, bear shit?
Hiya.
Hi, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating Hot Pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl.
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. And that name comes up again. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who wouldn't have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why'd they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a sub-plushie. Hajime's human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything's despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. all in Junko and Ashima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean, final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Hajime. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Ashima. Doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko and Ashima's already dead. Huh? How do you know that? How does he know that? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Ashima's really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Oh, I think I know what he's gonna say. Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko and Ashima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Ashima's dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
Oh.
The students of Hope's Peak are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Ashima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. Why does he react? What's that reaction? No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko and Ashima isn't alive anymore. Don't tell me that she... I mean, we saw it, right? Back in the first game? She isn't still... They're not going to reveal that she is still alive, are they? If Junko and Ashima's already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and make us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting this somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School life? You've been awfully quiet over there. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting!
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside.
Yeah!
I'll raise them flags like crazy! You do that. So...
What?
Spill. What a surprise! You want to hear about the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need you to...
Hey,
Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days... It was... okay. He just started on his own. As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. Okay, oh. You don't have to keep explaining. It's fine already, but I'm just getting to the good part. Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. Whoa. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Was I right? Am I in some kind of simulation? Is what I've been starting to wonder these last couple things here. How do I switch your nose like a beast and examine your surroundings? Hey, what happened?
based on my gut feeling.
No, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut, after all.
It's just my gut!
Still, her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. Surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. These look closed off. Looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, that monolith there. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that, the mark engraved onto the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Yuki might be able to play this. Oh, there's more? Oh yeah, that weird... that screen thing. What's this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we've obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we're still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We'll continue investigating this matter. Also regarding a separate matter, we received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members there. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. Well then, let's keep looking around. This feels different from a classroom. Maybe. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. What's this on the blackboard? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects. It's written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Yeah, it's all of us. There's a newspaper clipping of Hiyoko. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Sayanji's written. What is this newspaper? Is it me, or does she look different in that picture? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayanji. That can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I know it. Yeah, she looks older for some reason. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. That's what I thought. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? Huh. This lady's premature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko's Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But, did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong!
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko's the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko! Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
What?
I'm feeling white!
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
The heck? This is the truth? So what does this mean? If this is the truth and the Hiyoko in this newspaper... Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
This is bad!
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're all test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it? What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. I want to take another look at this. Let me see. Okay, that is all 16 of us, so we're not missing anyone. Overwhelming portraits hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched in the placard says Hosti Academy founder Izuru Kamukura. That's the same guy. That's that. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. What? This is getting good. This is so freaky. There are letters floating in the air. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understood the matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they've lost Junko and Ashima, the fact remains they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they're discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? Doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime, you shall go to the next stage. Next stage? Whatever you say, Monokuma. Damn it, not again. The hallway's different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I'll move to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it's just gonna waste my energy. Is it me, or is... It feels like this is getting even more glitched out. God, even a floating table. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think that a room like this actually exists inside the school. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma's responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will bring forth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions in intricate orders. It was full of different technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about those words. True hope, huh? Another email? This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined they're the same age as the others, so we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. So there, as for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We'll continue with the investigation. Once they're discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
No. We know he must have... He clearly came in and... Because when Usami brought us here, and her intention seemed to be to protect us, until Monokuma came along and fucked it all up. My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. But if that's the case, why is he feeding us all this information? I don't... It's your fault. What's this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No, no!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Anything in the magazines? Even a magazine about cameras. Mahir would have been happy to see this. Oh. What the shit? Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? This is just totally disconnected from reality. Oh my god, what... Oh my god, Akane, you're getting all glitchy too. What the...
Smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone's coming. Akane switched her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut's telling me. To answer this with your gut, is it an enemy or an ally? See, my gut feeling is... both.
Yo!
He's right, they're both. What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. God, this is freaky. Where are we going? This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I sure haven't find it. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, don't you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? The email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Seriously? Oh man, this is getting real heavy. Everything. What? We're in the laundry room. But this wasn't... This was on the first floor before. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power's on, too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Oh, I'm seeing where this is going. Now we're getting into the Matrix, aren't we? Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it's highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Oh, I think some of the pieces are coming together. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything's being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything's starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ugh! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
Gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too? What the? Oh. How are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't this exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Oh my god. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... okay, I think this is where I'm going to call it, and next time we're going to hopefully keep moving and keep piecing together all of this freaked out crap. I'll see you guys next time.
I'm playing a game.